Hey guys, Alex here with Paragon Performance. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install the scrape armor side grills for the Z06 and Eray. Just help protect from getting some of those bigger debris and stuff here in those radiators and side inlets. Don't really need a lot of tools. Basically just need a T15 socket and ratchet and a microfiber towel. They give you everything else for the install. Let's get to it. All right, so we're going to start here by removing the two T15 screws here on the outside. We will want to hang on to those because we will need those later. All right, so next we need to remove this plastic trim piece here at the bottom of the inlet. Sometimes you can pull them up with your fingers. Sometimes you've got to use a little plastic pry tool, but we're just going to pull it up from the back and it will just pop out of there. Next, we are going to loosen this T15 and we need to just straighten it up so it runs parallel here with this inner ledge. And you can reach inside here and we're just making that parallel and then tighten it back down. Now we're going to grab the replacement trim piece here for the right side. You will need to kind of tuck it under, and then we need to line this tab here on the front of it up with that hole. Snap it into place. Once you've verified that everything fits and fits flush, if it doesn't, you'll just need to loosen that screw again and adjust it accordingly. We're going to take it back out. And in the kit, there are two of these little 3M adhesion promoter sticks, one for each side. They work kind of like a glow stick, so you just need to crack the stuff inside, give it a little bit of a shake. And we are going to basically wipe this surface here around this hole, as well as about an inch back or so on this textured plastic back here. And it is a liquid, so you should see it get shiny, meaning that the chemical is being wiped on. This does have a 5-minute dry time, so while we're waiting for that to dry, we're going to go ahead and get the rest of the brackets here installed. By the time you're done with that, that should be about ready to stick down, and then we can put the grill in place. All right, so grabbing the template labeled RH for right hand side here, it's this little Z-shaped piece of plastic. We are going to test fit this, just kind of figure out where it needs to go. And we are looking to have this edge flush on the inside of the door jamb here. Once you've got that kind of figured out, then we are going to grab, there's a little white strip that's got some clear sticky circles. And then if you look on here, there are some circle cutouts here in 3 places. We're going to adhere them to those locations. And we're going to take and just kind of make sure they're kind of stuck down good. And then we're going to bend them back just a little bit. Just helps keep them from sticking when we place this into place. Line everything up. Get it situated real good. And we're just going to stick those down. And that will hold that template for us in place. Now we're going to grab the Duplicolor prep wipe that was supplied, and we're just going to wipe this inside edge all down here. This just preps us for the double-sided taped bracket that gets put in here. And then put it back in the package and kind of fold the top over so that way you can reuse it for the other side. Let that sit for just a little bit, and it's still going to be wet, but we're going to take a clean microfiber towel and just wipe the excess off so it will dry. And then we will grab the paper template that's provided. It is strapped to a piece of cardboard, so we will need to take it off of that. And if you notice here, there's some holes. And then on the bracket that we stuck down a second ago, there are 2 tabs. Those will snap onto there. But before we snap it on there, if you notice on the back, there are all these white deals. Those uncover some sticky, and we will need to take those off before snapping it on there. And then holding it at the top so none of the sticky tabs stick down, we're going to line up our little tabs inside of here. just like so. And then just double check that this stayed in place for you. And we're gonna make sure that this line is consistent all the way up. We're gonna stick this top corner here first, and then walk in to each of the fingers and stick that sticky down at the end. If your car is ceramic coated, they may not stick real well, which that's okay. We'll just have to manually push it down when we put that bracket inside there. All right, so then we're gonna take the corresponding bracket that fits in here. There are some little hooks here at the top, and those will hook on top of the fender here. We are just dry fitting this, of course, just so you get the idea of how it goes in there. And then you're gonna hold your fingers down and essentially pull the bracket up till it touches the edge of this template. That just gives you the general idea of how this needs to sit in here, just like so. Now we'll take it back out, peel the double-sided tape off the back, and like I said, you're gonna wanna hook it in the back first, or hook it up top first, and try to hold it up off the body until we have it in the final fitted position. Just right there. And go ahead and firmly press it down into place. Just like that. Now we can remove the template here. Just peel a little sticker up here off the body. Then you should be able to pull the whole thing off as one piece, just like that. All right, by this point, that adhesion promoter we put down earlier should be dry, and we are gonna get this piece snapped into place. Just go ahead and peel the double-sided tape up and gently get it put in here. Like I said, under an angle, tucked in there. Get the front into that hole, and then just work your way back and stick it into place. Now let's get our grill ready to install. All right, so grabbing the bracket here for the right side and the grill for the right side, we will take these legs of the bracket will actually come forward towards the front of the car, and they will install behind the grill. The back side of the grill does have foam around these holes to help you reference the orientation. And then we're gonna take two of the provided push clips. We're gonna install the grill to this outer bracket, the top and bottom one, just like so. Now, if you needed to undo any of these for any reason, you can take a small tool and push that little button farther through, and it will actually release them so you can remove them. And Spray Primer has provided you a little tool. This just helps at holding this grill, and it will just kind of snap into a couple of the grill holes. You'll have to squeeze it together a little bit, but it gives you a nice little handle to set it in there. Now, when we do go to set it in there, the bottom of the grill here, if you see it's got a flat spot with a notch, that plastic trim piece here that we just installed, this actually snaps into a groove on the bottom of it back there. So make sure that is actually in that groove before we go putting any of the other clips or the T15s we took out earlier in place. All right, so now we're going to take and install the grill. You will have to put it in at an angle here. Keep in mind, we need to keep the grill ahead or closer to the camera here of that bracket there. And get the bottom in its little notch in there. And then we're gonna gently push down, grab our little push clips, and install them on these two inner brackets. Just like the outsides, install them and push the center down till it's flush. We will do the same here on the top. If you need to move that handle to somewhere else because it's in your way, or you need to change the leverage and how you're trying to move this around a little bit in here, you can. Click that. Now, we'll move the handle if necessary, and we just need to get the two T15s out here reinstalled, and your grill's installed. Take your handle out and you're good to go. And I'm gonna leave that one loose until I get the top one up here started. And then go ahead and tighten them down. And there you guys have it. Pretty simple install. Give you that peace of mind to keep some of the debris out of those side inlets and out of that radiator, of course. And they are a factory licensed GM accessory, which is pretty cool with us. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you guys next time.